Welcome to Petty Details, where the crew gallivants down a tree-lined lane of conversation on all kinds of different subjects. Join the crew as they jump in the Wayback Machine in the quest for nuggets of knowledge. Our journey will allegedly drop some petty details on you that you didn't know you needed to know until now. Hello and welcome to Petty Details. My name is Meg. We've got Cam and Monica, as
Hello.
always.
What's up?
And please subscribe.
Wherever that button shows up.
That's right. If you want merch, we're coming out with new merch, but we still have the other stuff, so let us know. Leave us comments. We love comments.
Yes.
Yep. Give us suggestions. We want to know what you
Well,
want to
we
hear
do.
about too.
We love suggestions, and this is actually a fan request.
Oh, sweet.
So
Awesome.
Yep. Shout out to Joella.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Let's go.
So what do you know about the Chunnel? Yep, about
It's
the same as me.
That's a cool word. That's a cool word.
All right,
That's
so
a cool word.
the Chunnel, or Channel Tunnel, was started in 1988 and digging completed in 1991.
Okay.
The boring machine that was used was huge. It was 750 feet long and weighed 15,000 tons.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. All for
Mhm.
a chunnel.
All for a Chunnel, yeah. But it was able to cut
Chunnel.
only
Chunnel, chunnel.
15 feet per hour.
15
And
feet
Oh,
per hour?
yeah.
oh no.
Yeah.
Dang.
And there were 11 of these things needed.
Oh my god.
Mm. Oh no.
Holy crap.
Yeah, these are some facts here. So,
Yeah.
A
That's
girthy chunnel.
insane.
Please, please stop. Please stop. Okay. It went from my head to my mouth
oh my
with
God.
nothing in between.
The filter was
Uh,
turned off on that one.
Oh,
okay. Uh,
It's gonna be
right.
difficult to come back after that
Oh
one.
my God.
my girthy chunnel next
This
to the
is,
seacock is crazy.
oh my God. This is gonna be a hell of an episode. Okay, so
Oh boy.
it cost about 11 billion in today's
Oh
money to
geez.
Oh,
build, which was
that's crazy.
this is like a project management nightmare. It
Yeah.
was way over the $3.6 billion budget.
Huh?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
God,
no!
imagine having to ask for that money.
No, no,
Right?
no.
Just give me a loan,
So,
please.
by the way, we need another 10 billion. It's
It's
fine.
fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Right.
Oh my
Everything's gonna be
God.
perfect.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry. It'll
Right.
be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
Just
this
give us more
thing,
money.
I don't know if I can say this. Oh my God. Okay. Cam, keep it together.
Yo, boy.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is impossibly long.
Mm-hmm.
That's
If
what
I had a
she
nickel,
said.
yeah,
So this thing is 31 miles long with 23.5 to 24 miles under the water.
that's wild.
Mhm.
Dang.
Yeah. It has the
Jeez.
longest undersea portion in the world.
Wow.
Dang.
You want to know about its girth?
Yes, please.
It's 24 feet in diameter.
Damn. Yep,
That's wild.
it is.
Okay. And it
Yeah.
carries around.
Channel
Oh
for
my
the
God.
win.
Tunnel for the win.
Big channel.
Big tunnel. And it carries around 10 million passengers a year on trains.
Oh,
Not
that
on
it
its girth.
does. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we are
Okay, I'm
going
good.
off the
I'm
rails
good.
with this one. Oh, man.
Mm,
Yeah. All right.
Big channel
Regroup. Are you
energy.
ready? Okay. So this is actually three tunnels. So
Okay.
there are two for rail traffic and one that is for security and services.
Of course.
And
makes sense.
these trains not only take people, but they also have areas where you can take your car, like a shuttle or a ferry.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
hmm
Huh.
And the trains go about 100 miles an hour, and the whole trip is about 35 minutes each way.
Oh, dang.
What?
hmm
That's so efficient.
Yeah,
And now
That's
I want
crazy.
to ride through the tunnel.
I know. Totally do.
I would like to ride the Chunnel.
I said through the tunnel, Cam.
I know, but I said something else.
I
And
know.
Yes, you did. Oh my
oh
God.
boy.
All right, okay. So it
Tunnel,
opened May
tunnel,
6th,
tunnel.
1994,
Just oh man.
and this episode's gonna be rough. Okay, so and in 2010, the prices for car travel was between $78 and 120, which is way cheaper than a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, originally, when this was being planned, Margaret Thatcher, the PM of the UK, wanted cars to go through the tunnel and not trains.
Okay.
But
Oh, okay.
it was too dangerous because if there's an accident, people would get stuck and emergency
Yep.
vehicles wouldn't be able to get to them.
Right. And I mean,
Yeah.
imagine, God forbid, you have an accident in the middle and there's a
Right.
fire. Like
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're
the
done.
Yeah.
systems
Yeah.
that would have to be put into place to exhaust all of that, plus
hmm
to be
Mm-hmm.
able to get first responders in there. Eesh,
Yeah.
nightmare.
Well, petty detail though, in
Ooh.
1996, there was a fire.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yep, on one of the trains, and the train was forced to stop in the middle of the tunnel.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Yeah, so smoke filled the area of the tunnel, but all the
I'm
passengers
not
were
gonna say that.
be able to be rescued after about only 20 minutes.
Oh wow.
It took longer to put out the fire, which caused a lot of
Dang.
damage, but that's what those
That's impressive
security
though.
things
I
are
mean,
for.
honestly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
hmm
impressive.
Do
Yep.
you just get everybody to the did you say the service tunnel?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
Just like
Yeah.
everybody go that way, please.
Yeah.
Right.
That must have been terrifying though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause like where do we go from here?
Right. Okay, so this is all fine and good. Big, long, expensive tunnel, right? Except this concept wasn't first thought of in 1988. It was an
Yeah.
idea that blossomed in Napoleon's mind in 1802.
That long
Oh.
ago? Dang.
hmm
Okay.
So Napoleon brought us the girthy channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Are we
That
surprised? No.
tracks.
No, we're
Yes,
not
No.
surprised.
it absolutely tracks.
Yeah. All right, so Napoleon is sitting there one day and he's thinking to himself, you know what would be great? An easy way
hmm
to get from Britain or get to Britain from France. And there should
Right.
be
Well,
like a rest area in the middle that's a big island where the horses and the people can chill out for a bit,
okay.
which would be cool.
The
So,
horses and the people.
yeah. Yeah, the
I'm
horses and the
imagining
people
two horses sitting in like lawn chairs with margaritas in their hand
hanging out
on
at
the
the parties.
island.
Just
Yep.
chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
Just straight chilling
Just chilling. Taking a
So
in the
rest.
tunnel.
Napoleon calls up this English statesman, Charles James Fox, and
Hmm.
invites him to
Mm.
Paris to talk about this. And Fox is actually on board with the tunnel idea. So they get this French mining engineer named Albert
Nice.
Mathieu to draw up some plans.
Okay.
So Matthew's plan was to
Okay.
build two tunnels, one on top of the
hmm
other, and one would be
hmm
paved and would use oil lamps for light, which would be used by the horse-drawn carriages. And then the bottom
Right.
tunnel would have groundwater flows.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So meanwhile, in 1803, this Englishman, Henry Matre, is making his own plans that have a tunnel that will be fabricated in iron and put down in sections.
Okay.
But
Okay.
unfortunately, neither of these plans go anywhere for about 30 years.
Dang.
Sitting here trying to think how you would lower those sections of iron. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm over here trying to visualize each of these. I'm like,
In
no, I don't get it.
1803.
No.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah. But around 1835, interest is renewed in this idea, and both the English and the French are starting to look at rail tunnels instead.
Okay.
And
Okay.
another French mining engineer named Ami Tomé de Gaumond.
I like it.
Good job.
Yep. He starts working up his plan. And Gamond is serious about this. He literally spends the next 20 to 30 years working on designs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Talk
Yeah.
about a
He's
life's
he got
pursuit.
he got
Jeez.
lost in the channel.
he did. He got lost in the
He,
tunnel.
yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
even using his own personal money to promote these plans.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah. But in 1856, he finally gets an audience with Napoleon III.
Okay.
And he proposes a plan that would cost around $7 million. But this Napoleon isn't really impressed.
Napoleon III, that's the dynamite one.
Yeah, that's exactly who it is.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm imagining. So,
Yeah, vote for Pedro.
vote for Pedro.
All right, so
Oh crap.
Gaman goes back to the drawing board, literally, and in
Mm,
1867, he gets another chance. And he gets an audience with not only Napoleon III again, but with Queen Victoria.
oh
Okay.
wow.
hmm And this plan impresses, and it's approved. And the plan was presented at the Expedition Universelle in Paris in 1867.
Ooh. Is that like the
Nice.
World's Fair?
Fancy.
Kind of,
But the
yeah.
French version.
Yeah.
Right.
So Gaumont starts to go to work getting resources when in 1870, the Franco-Prussian War derails his project and it's scrapped
Ooh.
again.
Right.
Had
Yeah.
they started? Like
Um,
he was just gathering resources. Like
yeah,
they
he was
hadn't
just
actually
starting. They
started any
hadn't
work.
started, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, sadly, Gaumont dies in 1876 without seeing his life's work go anywhere, and he dies
Dang.
penniless.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
bummer.
Oof.
sad. Mhm.
Rough.
But a year before, in
That's terrible.
1875, there was an act in the British Parliament, because we know how much the Parliament loves their acts,
Right.
to start the tunnel project again. I'm sure they put a pamphlet out for it.
Oh,
Probably.
absolutely. They were like big girthy Chunnel,
That's
and everybody was like,
right.
"What?"
Yep. And in 1877, they start digging. They start digging shafts to start the
Oh.
build.
Hmm.
And these
As
are
one does.
these are in a bad spot and end up flooding and being abandoned.
Not the flooded shaft.
Yes, the
Yes.
flooded shaft.
God. Oh
Ah.
man.
Oh boy.
So, um,
I need to take a shower after this. I feel dirty.
this is your own doing, you know that, right?
Oh no.
I
Okay.
should have thought about
I'm
this a little
keeping
bit
it
more when I
together.
wrote it. Okay. So
Oh.
again, the project sits there until 1880 when Sir Edwin
Mm,
Watkin takes over. And he's a railroad guy and he's like
Okay.
mm.
super determined. So he starts digging new shafts over by Abbott's Cliff.
Right.
And he starts with a pilot tunnel reaching about 10 feet above the water and about 7 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Although that was going to be enlarged later.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was.
enlarged
Awesome.
later.
Yeah. 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 It was. You gotta fluff it before you gotta prepare, you
Oh
know.
my God. You okay?
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. So for this project, they're using Welsh miners to bore a tunnel 800 feet where they sink a second shaft at Shakespeare's Cliff.
Mm, hmm. So double shaft.
Yep.
Yes.
Damn it. Okay.
And this shaft had boarded sides.
Sorry. No. Why'd you? What?
The way you
Okay.
just emphasize it every single time.
I'm so red. Oh no.
All right. Where was I? I don't even know where I was. Okay.
Shaft. You were at
Right.
shaft.
Yeah, there are lots
That's
of
the
shafts in here.
word you
Okay.
said.
So
That's the word you said.
this shaft had
Probably the one
boarded.
that's all bold.
They're all bold. All right. So, are you guys ready?
Yes, please keep going.
Okay. All right. So this one had boarded sides and an elevator that was controlled by steam that would head down into the tunnel.
Ooh,
And the
fancy.
plan was for
Mhm.
this tunnel was 2 foot thick concrete walls with
Okay.
compressed air driven trains
Oh,
with reservoirs
Mm.
at different intervals to replenish the air.
interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Huh.
And they are using a rotary boring machine that
Okay.
is able to cut half a mile in a month.
Oh my
Half a...
gosh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. So,
Yikes.
You
petty
know,
detail here, there was a whole brouhaha because a newspaper wrote that a
brouhaha.
compressed air boring machine was being used, made by this guy, Beaumont, but it wasn't. And the
Oh.
project tried to get this detail corrected, but the editor wouldn't change it. And obviously, Beaumont wasn't
Mm.
going to help.
Right.
So, a lot of sources say the compressed air machine was used here when it wasn't.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay.
hmm so this first pilot tunnel is supposed to be completed by 1886. But in 1882, the project is already running out of money.
Because
I
you
was gonna
can only go
say,
half a mile
clearly,
in a month.
Yeah.
right.
So Watkin tries to secure more funding from the Parliament for an 11-mile section, but Parliament starts to have cold feet about the whole thing.
Okay, I feel like
Mm.
it's a little too late for cold
But
feet.
Yeah.
right, you are miles in,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So Parliament is worried about the military position that this could put them in. So they are quoted as saying the
right.
tunnel, quote, would always be the peril of some continental army seizing the tunnel's exit by surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want anyone seizing your channel.
No.
Don't seize the
Shouldn't
exit.
happen.
No,
Don't see. Don't. It's just bad.
it's just bad. Bad form.
Yep.
Bad form.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. So Watkin counters saying that they have some James Bond stuff in place
Oh.
in case
They've
that
booby trapped.
happened.
They've booby trapped the channel.
They for real
Yeah,
did.
there's just a big boulder that rolls from one side to the other.
It's
Indiana
close,
Jones
yeah.
style.
Yep. So they have things like flooding the tunnel, cutting off ventilation,
Oh
smoking the
dang.
tunnel out, and even
Oh my
cutting
god.
elevator cables.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
They were
shit.
ruthless.
Yeah. So the only thing they don't have is
Uh-uh.
a boulder.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're like, how
Yep.
do we
But they were
neutralize
gonna cut off
anyone?
ventilation
That's
and
right.
straight up suffocate whoever got stuck in
Yeah,
there.
pretty
Wow.
much. Yeah. So Watkin realizes that he needs more support. So he starts
Mm,
inviting businessmen to visit, and they were a little impressed by what they saw,
hmm
because the debris was being pulled in a cart on rails by workers, and they got to
Okay.
see the boring machine and the electric lights that were lighting the project.
Okay. Which
Oh,
was
nice.
like cutting
They were like,
edge.
oh, this is
Yeah,
fancy.
Yeah.
fancy. Yep.
For real.
Um, but these are visitors like the Archbishop of Canterbury, Prince of Wales, and the Prime Minister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
The problem is that they aren't swayed, and the Board of Trade makes another act that shuts down the project, saying there would be no tunneling below water without approval, and all boring had to stop.
Oh my gosh.
Because you know an act is
no.
going to stop everything.
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna.
It
I mean,
always
just.
does,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So Watkin is pissed. So he tries
Yeah.
hmm
to stop this act by making it hard for the board to inspect what was going on, which meant that he could keep
Okay.
working.
You
Right.
can't see what we're doing. You don't know that we're not working. I mean, come on.
Pretty much. Yeah.
What do you do all day? Oh, I'm down in the channels
Yeah.
and I am
Seriously.
just mining away.
Right.
Yep. But the board finally puts a stop to that, and he
Mm,
continues digging.
right. I mean, that's at this point what your life is about,
Yeah, he's just doing it.
is
So,
to finish this project.
yeah. Um, he even made one tunnel 897 yards, and another one was about 2,040 yards.
Wow.
Okay. But the
Wow.
board comes out and sees an extra 70 yards that were dug from the last time they were out, and they sue Watkins Company.
He's like, what do you mean
How
this was here
dare you
before?
keep working?
You don't know. You don't
Well,
know
because they put
how
this
long, how
act out
far.
that he can't
Yeah,
do this anymore.
Right.
that's crazy.
So they're like, fine, we're going to sue you then. So, petty detail here. The board later admitted that their calculations of the 70 yards was wrong.
Oh, by
Yeah.
like how much did
Oh,
they say?
No.
right.
Oh,
So this goes back and forth in court until 1898 when the court rules that the construction company can no longer bore.
oh, geez.
Dang.
So both of the shafts are filled in. So all of this sits until 1974 when another tunnel project is proposed. So
Mm.
they start some preliminary works around Shakespeare's Cliff and find
Okay.
the old shaft.
Hmm.
Oh man.
Shocker that it's still
Yeah.
there.
Well,
So
some of,
there's just tunnels underneath all
yeah,
of the land that's right there that
pretty
are
much,
just,
yeah.
oh
Yep.
man.
Making some Swiss cheese of it. It's fine.
Yep. And
Spelunker's nightmare.
yeah.
Right.
And some of it was still intact, while some of the timber supports had to be replaced, but it
Hmm.
wasn't it wasn't as
It
bad as it
hadn't
could have
like
Always
been.
good.
collapsed. Dang, okay.
Always good
Mm-mm.
to find an intact shaft.
Yeah,
Always good. Yes.
Always good.
But
agreed.
then the project is
Yeah.
shelved again.
Oh gosh.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah. So finally, when they decided to start the project again in 1988, they decided on using reinforced concrete with wire mesh and steel arches. There
Right.
is glass fiber material used in resin that is in the
Mhm.
foundations, and
Oh,
it is laid in precast sections.
Very cool.
okay.
But again,
Nice.
they reuse some of the old 1800s construction.
Really?
Yep. They
Hmm.
used the
If it ain't
original.
broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. Yep. They
Well, the
used the
fact that it's still in good enough condition, that's
right?
impressive.
Right.
Yeah. So they used the original Abbott's Cliff tunnel as a drainage tunnel.
Okay.
Nice.
Hmm. So there you
That's really
go.
cool.
You have the long and winding tunnel road that started with Napoleon and led to the Chunnel. And the lives it ruined, and the amazing work that happened in the 1800s,
Yes.
and all of Cam's bad
And the
jokes.
crash jokes that came from it. Yeah. I need a shirt that says Big Chunnel Energy. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Oh man.
So there you go. Send us
Chunnel,
more
chunnel,
requests.
chunnel, chunnel, chunnel.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Hopefully ones we can make more jokes out of.
I think you can make a joke out of anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
This one was just so evident. It was right there
It was
every
right there. You
time.
had to do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna cut us off before it gets worse.
Please do. Please do.
Bye.